All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is a quick overview of my Canvas dashboard. Okay, so I am in student view. This is pretty much what you should see. Okay, so this is my pretend class. This is basically what it looks like. So when I put announcements, they will be right here at the top, the most recent 3 announcements. Okay, so you will have that to be able to as a reminder. Okay, and then this is the home page. So when you scroll down, you'll see that this is the class. Welcome to English with Mrs. Mirich. This is English 11 or English 10, depending on which class you're in. If you keep scrolling on that home page, you can click on any of these little boxes below. So this will take you to my contact information. This will take you to the classroom info, such as course expectations, if you need to remember those, or if you're new to class. This will take you directly to the modules page, which is where we do all of our learning. This is the button for the schedule for office hours, and also if you need to make an appointment with me, I believe you can also, there's a button if you click on that page. The Google Meet, remember we have class, we have 2 in, I don't want to say in person, but we have 2 live sessions each week. Okay, so day 1 at the beginning of the week and day 2 at the end of the week through Google Meet, right? And so if you were in my class last semester, then you'll remember that we did that, and hopefully you still have your code. But if not, you could just click on this. It will open up Google Meet in a new window with the code ready to go, and so you can join that way. Okay, and then there is also a resources page, and so you can click that, and it will take you to this new resources page. It has been completed. It's actually still kind of a work in progress, but these are the items that are in this resources page, brand new for second semester. Okay, so the first button, these are all clickable buttons, and the first one we have is answer documents. Okay, so I will be putting answer documents there after things are due, after we have gone over certain assignments, just so that you have a way to go back and check your answers if you want to. Sometimes we'll go over answers together in class on a Google Meet session, but otherwise they will be posted in this folder on Google that is linked here, and you'll have access to that. Okay, and then the next one down is an INB example, which is an interactive notebook example. This will be the example that I will be keeping up with you guys. So as I give you new tidbits to put into your interactive notebook, I will update the example so that you will always have that fresh to be able to reference back to, including the table of contents. I know some people got a little lost in first semester, so I am just trying to get us caught up going forward. It's not quite, it is linked right now, but it's not quite updated, but I will be working on that over the next week or so. And so then as soon as we get back into interactive notebook things, you will have that available for you to reference. Okay, it's not where you will get your materials, but where you can reference to make sure that your materials are in the right spot. Okay, and then video tutorials. So anytime I do video tutorials like this one and others on how to do things, I put them on my school YouTube channel. And so if you click YouTube, or if you click video tutorials, it will take you to my video, you know, the videos that I've created that are posted on YouTube. And then vocab examples. So we will be picking up with Unit 7 vocab, and I know a lot of students were confused with how to do some of those vocab activities. So if you click there, it will be linked the examples on how to do that. so to better guide you in learning those vocab words each week. And then this new one is a Zen Zone. It's still kind of a work in progress, but right now if we click on it, it'll take us to our Zen Zone or Calming Corner, as they're called. And so these are going to be clickable links. And some of them will change, like this daily check-in. We are not going to have a daily check-in, but so like there, if you click on calming sounds there, it will take you to a kind of like a playlist of different sounds that I believe to be calming. And so, you know, mindful movement would be yoga, art therapy. Right now it's just one thing. You can like kind of color digitally. I was thinking maybe of putting some coloring pages because I know there are a bunch of students that are like myself that like to do that adult coloring type of thing. So I may just link pages to coloring sheets that I know of. You know, so these may change a little bit, some of them, but this is going to be, you know, something I'm working on. There are a bunch of them are already ready to go, but there you have it. So let me see, let me go back home. Okay, so that is, again, from the home page, that was the resources page. Okay, so then stay up to date. If you just keep scrolling down on this home page here, this is our, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, week at a glance kind of thing. So we have Google Meet periods 1, 3, and 5 on Monday, Google Meet for periods 2, 4, and 6 on Tuesday. On a full normal week on Wednesdays would be your your asynchronous day, which is where you just log into Canvas, not your Google Meet sessions, but you just log into Canvas and you do work. You do quote unquote homework that day. And you guys, it's required. That is required that you are supposed to log in that day for attendance, as well as teachers like myself will be utilizing that school day as to give you the work, you know, to spread it out over that time frame so that it's not overwhelming on just the 2 days a week that we see each other in Google Meet. Okay. And then Thursday, again, you should be working in your module to finish that up. Google Meet periods 1, 3, and 5. And Friday, of course, Google Meet periods 2, 4, and 6. And working on your module, it is always my goal that you would have finished your schoolwork for my class by the end of the day on Friday. So on Friday, you may have a little quote unquote homework that you still have to finish up. But seriously, by Friday, by the end of the day, like by 3 o'clock, you should be done. You should be done with your schoolwork and have a fresh weekend, you know, stress less. Okay. So one thing I've added for second semester at the bottom of the homepage here is this week at a glance. So I'm going to, every week you'll see that this is a new slide here. English 11, your class schedule will be up top, or your work schedule will be up top, and English 10, your work schedule will be along here on the bottom. So this is for this current week, January 4th. I'm not done filling it out yet, but you do notice that we do not have school on Wednesday this week, okay? So let's see, 4, 5, 6. So that's Wednesday, January 6th. We do not have school. So that means that I am going to schedule out the assignments and write them in these boxes here of basically what assignments you should be doing on what days, okay? And again, this is all suggested, but if you follow my suggestions, you will not have homework over the weekend and you'll never have late work. Okay, so that's kind of like the bonus of following along when I lay it all out there for you. I've already scheduled it. You just have to schedule it into your day outside of school hours. Okay, so hopefully this will help a lot of you that were struggling with time management. Okay, so that's the homepage. So many things from the homepage. You can also go to announcements directly from that homepage by clicking over here. You won't have all these buttons on yours, but I do. So you will just have like home, announcements, modules, and grades, I believe is all you have over here clickable because I don't want to confuse you. Okay, but you can click announcements to get to the list of announcements. Um, and then modules, let's go there. That is what is important. Right, so here we are in modules. Okay, so there's going to be some changes, not many, but a few. So you're going to notice that the modules are have a little different structure to their naming. So S2 stands for semester 2. And then the week that we're on, so this will be week 1, the date, January 4th through 8th for this week, and then the content, which this week is just review. And then you're going to notice here in parentheses, right now it says estimated time. So each week, basically, when I'm done with creating the entire module, then I'm going to go back and I am going to, as I've created it, I've thought about the time that it takes, because most of these things I've used before in the classroom. And so I will go through once I'm done putting everything together, and kind of recalculate the time, the overall time that you should be spending learning for English. Okay, so this will just be an estimated time for that week's worth of work for this class. Okay, so this is new. This is going to be a new thing here. And again, I am doing my best to help you guys manage your time, because so many of you in your reflections last semester said that you struggled with managing your time. Okay, so I am doing everything I possibly can, to help you. Okay, now, just a side note, that also means that you need to stay in class. You need to be in class during our Google Meet sessions so that you can work on the assignments that are designated to be worked on during class, okay? No more excuses of, I have to go help so-and-so do this. I have to go do that. If you have a doctor's appointment, your parents scheduled a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or whatever during your school time, I get that happened before. But please remember that just because you're at home doesn't mean that you should not focus on your schoolwork, okay? So it's a new semester. We need to reacclimate to that, and we need to make sure that we are focused during Google Meet sessions, because that's when you are technically in my class. So all that time will be estimated, and you'll have a total time frame here, okay? So just as a quick note, this one, because I still have this is the first week, I still have a few things that I need to tweak on here, so it's not locked yet, but let's go down. This was the final exam. I am in student view, so I want you to understand that as a student, this is what you would see, right? So you would see the label of the module, okay? And then you'll notice that these are grayed. They're grayed out. I cannot click on them, right? I can't do that. So if I was like, oh, I wanted to just get my submissions in, I go to the assignment where it says submission, and turn that in. Nope, I can't do that. So please remember that for English class, your modules are set up so that you have to click on them in order. You have to go in order, and you have to click, see how these are grayed? And this first one is not grayed. And when I hover over it, a little line, hyperlink line, goes there. So notice how also it literally tells you start here. Start here. So I have to click and start there. Okay, so this is the final exam. I can't click on any of those pages until I open that page, I read it, and then I click the next button, and then it will unlock the next page. I read this page, I do what it says, and then I click the next button. Okay, so that is the only way that you're going to work your way through the module. It is by doing that, going through each page. And of course you would, you would go much slower because, you know, you'd actually be reading and doing what you're supposed to. And then of course the assignments are labeled with submission or discussion if it's a discussion post, or quiz if it's a quiz, or a test if it's a test post, or not post but assignment. Okay, and there you go. So let me go back to modules. Just remember that they are always grayed out until you click the Start Here button. Okay, so something else that's going to be new that I'm going to try out, I may not like it, but this is something I'm going to try out, is this is a copy of a different week. Start Here. So on the Start Here slide, remember, I'm still going to have this Bitmoji classroom here that will tell you what week we're on and the agenda, and it will give you the list of things that you're going to do that week. Okay, that's just a list, and then in parentheses I will put the day that you should work on those items. Okay, this is an old one, so just ignore that, but it will look similar to that. Okay, and then you're going to notice that I have these pages in here. I added them this semester. It says classwork. So these are I'm telling you what we are going to do together in class that day. Okay, so this says classwork week 1, day 1. Okay, classwork week 1, day 1. So if you are periods 1, 3, and 5, that'll be Monday. If you're in periods 2, 4, 6, that'll be Tuesday. All right. And so it says on day 1 together this week, we will. 1, we're going to play this game, put a finger down. And then 2, we are going to review email and do number 1 from the email assignment. Okay, so these things we are going to do together. This is a minimum of what I have scheduled for us to do together. We may do more than this, okay, but this would be the minimum that we will do together. So it is in your serious best interest to attend Google Meet sessions so that you can work with me and other students and get your assignments actually done. There will be days where you'll be able to have the assignments done together, answers already completed, and your assignment turned in before we even get off Google Meet for that day. Okay, so come to class. All right, so then that just moves on, and it's going to kind of tell you what we're doing. Now, I don't know that I really want to go through that. So I just want to show you how to do a submission. Okay, so let me click on this one. All right, so when you go to an assignment that has a submission, okay, remember they will always say submission. Okay, that means that you're actually on that page, you are submitting something, but there will be extra directions there. Okay, so submit your last name _ 1 word slide here. Be sure you have followed all directions in the presentation and you only have the 1 slide left to submit. Okay, so those are the extra directions, the last minute reminders that I'm going to give you before you actually turn in your assignment. So here's a review of how to turn things in. Remember, we are always using Google Drive, okay? So pay attention because a lot of people were having issues last semester and I'm not sure why, but let's reiterate how to do this. Okay, so this blue submit button up here in the right-hand corner of your page. Okay, so I'm going to click submit assignment. Now, this box, this window pops up down here. Okay, so file upload, no. No, no, no. No, you're not uploading a file. You are uploading a file from Google Drive, okay? So you could also go to Studio, which I most likely will never ask you to do. K through 12 practice, not for us. You want to click over here on this tab that says Google Drive LTI 1.3. That is where you click. Okay, it already has Google Drive. Submit your work. This should be you if you're logged into Google, and like it's already ready to go. See, file upload goes from your computer. I don't want anything from your computer. I want Google Drive. Google Drive. You always click this tab. Do not click more. No, no, no. Google Drive, okay? So it should, like I said, if you're logged into your Google account, it should already be logged in right there. You select file, your most recent files will come up. So you could click whatever, or you could search whatever you needed, okay? Well, let's just go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just that. Okay, so I double clicked it, or you could just click it and then click yes. And then yes, you want to attach it, okay? Now, there it is, the file. Book resolutions was what I happened to click on, just pretending like that was this assignment. If that was the wrong one, if I accidentally clicked on the wrong one, I could click change and go back and fix it. But let's just pretend like this is the right one. So yes, it's there. But notice how there's still a blue button that says submit assignment. Okay, so you have to go in and click that button again. Okay, it says Canvas is currently processing your submission. You can safely navigate away from this page, and we will email you if the submission fails to process. Okay, so I hit OK. I like to wait. I do not move away from this page. I click OK, and then I wait. I wait for this to pop up over here on the right-hand side where it says checkmark submitted. Okay, and then this button, rather than submit assignment, it now says resubmit assignment. Okay, so I like to wait. I don't move to the next one. Usually you won't wait more than like 10 seconds. But if you wait more than 10 seconds, that could signify a problem with the upload. So that's why I never move on. That little thing will pop up with, it's okay, it's working on submitting, it's okay to navigate away from the page. I just click OK, and I wait for this page to pop up. Okay, and if it never pops up with it got submitted, then I know there was a problem and I can do it again. Okay, so now I know it's submitted. Now I can go ahead and click next. Okay, so this one, notice it says classwork week 1, day 2. So day 2 is at the end of the week. So if you're periods 1, 3, and 5, that's going to be on Thursday. If you're in periods 2, 4, or 6, that is going to be on Friday. Okay, so again, I am scheduling out classwork from the module that we are going to do together. Sometimes it'll be a little extra, just extra stuff on top of what is in your module, but a lot of times it'll just be work from the module that we're going to do together. Okay, where I will give you time to work, we'll go over answers, I'll give answers. So again, it's in your best interest to attend every single class, all class long. Okay, so that was that. Yeah, there you go. So that is the Canvas overview, the Canvas review. I showed you how to submit your assignments. Okay, I think that's it for this video, you guys. If you have questions, please, please, please make sure you ask your teacher so that you know the correct ways to help yourself. All right, see you soon.